going to start with the chapter light. That is chapter number 10. I'll explain you that what is light. Light is actually a form of energy. Light is a form of energy. As other energy do exist, like heat energy, solar energy, electrical energy, light is also a form of energy. Now, why light is called form of energy? And how we can say that it is a form of energy? Children, we know that all forms of life do exist on the earth because of our sun. That means the light that is coming from the sun falls on each and every object on the earth, and that is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. Plants get the sunlight through the photosynthesis process. They process their food, and that food is transferred to all the life that exists on the earth through various channels. So light is a form of energy. Within this chapter we are going to deal with a very important role of light that do exist with the different principles and laws and formulas. So basically in this chapter we are going to discuss with laws of reflection, laws of refraction, different lenses, different mirrors, how the reflection process takes place, how the refraction process takes place, right? So I'm going to start with a very basic one, that is the light is a form of energy, and as other sources of energy do exist, similarly light is also a form of energy. Now in many books it has been written as light do travel in the form of packets of energy or bundles of energy, that is photons. Actually that is quanta, and within that photons are collected. So it is travel with that of photons, energy bundle particles. Photons are the energy bundle particles, but we do not have to deal with in detail with the photons. We have to relate it with the reflection and refraction laws within this chapter for class 10. So coming out with the basic thing, number one, that light always travel in a straight line. Light always travel in a straight line. That is what we already know about light. Light always travels in a straight line. Now, the second thing is that whenever light strikes any object, it bounces back. Whenever light strikes to any particle, any body, say any body is here, it will reflect back in the medium. It will reflect back in the same medium. Now this reflection, this is what the incident light, you know that incident light, this is what reflected light. Now this, the angle of reflection depends that in what way, what the angle that the incident ray makes with the normal. Normal is an imaginary perpendicular line on the surface of the object where the incident ray strikes. So here this is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. If this is part A, if light comes in the same path of the normal, then the light reflect also in the same path, because here angle of incidence is 0, so angle of reflection is also 0. This happens only when light falls perpendicular on normal. So reflection basically is bouncing back of a ray of light in the same medium. That is called as what? Reflection. Bouncing back of any incident light is called as reflection. Now we are coming with the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. Laws of reflection consist of two laws. Number one, that is angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Number two, incident ray, that is what incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal all lie on the same plane, That means this is the plane, incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal all lie on the same plane, right? This is what NOP call it. This is what angle of reflection. Now, one basic thing I would like to discuss here is that reflection in plane mirror. Reflection in plane mirror. In plane mirror, suppose this is the mirror and an object is here, suppose any boy is here. So whatever the distance here that exists, suppose d, distance of the boy from the mirror, his image will be formed behind the mirror at the same distance t, right? And the image will be virtual and erect. Let me repeat it. In plane mirror, whatever the distance of the object is happen to be from the plane mirror, the image of the boy forms here behind the mirror at the same distance d from the mirror, but behind it. It's virtual and erect. Now when question rises, what is virtual? What is virtual image? Virtual image is such a kind of image which cannot be obtained on a screen. That means whenever you will put any screen in front of that plane mirror, suppose consider yourself that you are standing in front of a mirror and you are seeing your image inside the mirror, and if you take a screen in front of the mirror and try to obtain your image that is being forming inside the mirror on the screen that you have taken, you will not be able to observe that image on the screen. So that is virtual image, right? And real image is that, second one is that real image. Real image is that which forms on the screen. Like in cinema hall, you watch the movie on the screen. That is formed with the help of projector, and inside the projector there is a lens, that is convex lens, about which I will discuss later on. But you are getting that image on the screen in cinema hall, right? So that kind of images are real image, which is actually being obtained on the screen. Thank you.